morning, children. It is Friday. You've made it through another week of homeschooling, just the rest of your activities to go for today. So guys, the past couple of days we have been looking at this sound. This sound is the IR sound, isn't it? And we're going to use this sound as part of a word, as part of a sentence today. So let's remind ourselves what makes a fantastic sentence. There are lots of things, aren't there? We need to use the correct punctuation now because we're in year one. We're getting really comfortable with capital letters for the start of our sentence or for proper nouns, so people's names or place names. We're getting comfortable using a full stop to finish our sentence. We're using our finger spaces to make our words really clear. And then we're thinking of things to make our sentence really interesting. So adjectives to describe the noun, so the naming word, or conjunctions to extend our sentences. So joining words such as and, or maybe even a subordinating conjunction such as because to give a reason for something. So I'm thinking of some of the words I've got ire in today, and I'm going to base my sentence around that. And then your activity is to then come up with another sentence at the end of this session. And don't forget that you can send a photo into Key Stage 1 so that I can have a look at it. So I'm going to use, children, the word fire today, the word fire. Now, I keep warm at home because I have got a log fire in my lounge. So I thought I'd replicate and put my sentence together around my log fire. And of course the logs are the wood that goes on the fire and that burns. So I have a log fire at home. Okay, I have a log fire at home. That's a perfectly good sentence, isn't it? It's a statement, it's telling me something. I can use my punctuation, but it's not the most exciting because I haven't really described my log fire, have I? So thinking about fire, okay, thinking about what it looks like or how it sounds, I'm wondering how I can make it more exciting. When my fire really gets going, it's roaring. It's a roaring log fire. So I have a roaring log fire at home. It also lets off a huge amount of heat, okay, and really warms us up. So I have a hot, roaring fire at home. I'm going to go with that sentence, children. So I'm starting my sentence with I. I'm going to say my sentence lots so that I'm rehearsing that sentence so that I can hear the sounds when I'm writing it. So I is, of course, a pronoun, okay? And we all know how to write I, don't we? Should we write it now together? So we go down, across the top and across the bottom, okay? So, I. Right, have, the, okay? The. Except I know, because we've learnt it in school, that have has got this X sound on the end, hasn't it? It's a red word. So I have, and I've used my finger space there. I have a hot, roaring fire at home. So I have a hot. Now, children, I'm going to introduce something to you now because I feel like this group is ready for this, okay? Because I'm putting two adjectives together, hot and roaring, okay? I need to place a comma between those two words, okay? You place a comma because it's a little pause, so hot, roaring fire. So a comma looks like this. It is a mark that you sit on the line. Can you see that for me? So I have a hot, roaring, or. Now, we haven't used this or sound before, so I'm going to show you what it is. It's R, So in the classroom, I'm going to add that to our speed sound chart because we always add new sounds to our chart, don't we? So roar, and then I'm adding the ing suffix to it. So I have a hot, roaring fire using my ire sound. So fire, okay? I have a hot, roaring fire. Brilliant. Finger space. In. Now, my is a red word. Can you tell the person sitting next to you how you spell that? Yeah, that's right. And the yeah. So I'm going to rehearse this again. I have a hot, roaring fire in my, brilliant, in my living room. So, and then room. And that oo sound, children, is oo, poo at the zoo. So, room. Let's read it through. I have a hot, roaring fire in my living room. Brilliant. I've missed one thing off, and of course that is my full stop to end my statement, to end what I've said. So I have a hot, roaring fire in my living room. Now you could write a sentence about a bonfire that you've been to see. You could write a sentence about someone who has inspired you. You could write a sentence about when you've been to a costume shop and you've hired a costume, but you now need to add one word with the I sound into a sentence for me, and you need to think about a really, really interesting sentence, not only using your punctuation, so your capital letters, your finger spaces and your full stops, but adding some adjectives to describe the noun. So hot, fire, hot is the adjective, fire is the noun, and you could even add a conjunction. Now I haven't done that today, but I could have said I have a hot roaring fire in my living room because I need to keep warm, okay? I have a hot roaring fire in my living room, and I also have a fire in the garden to join my ideas together. So I'll leave that with you today, children. Don't forget to use your Fred fingers for your spelling, and if you'd like me to see your sentences, please do send them in. If you could put a comma in your sentence, okay, for your expanded noun phrase, so for your hot roaring fire, okay, and you manage to get an expanded noun phrase into your sentence, so 2 adjectives to describe the noun, I think I might even send some marvellous me's out. Okay, children, have a fantastic Friday, and I look forward to seeing your sentences. Take care and stay safe.